So I think that really has something to say as far as, how often it should be used in the classroom, with the ease of being able to make a video, not necessarily, the time and effort it takes to make the video, just the ease of it as far as the technology goes. So I like that idea. I also like the idea of like when you have students write to keep it social because it is a social practice. And as far as like having students write and like, letting them kind of choose the topic. But the only thing I kind of thought of with an issue of that is in social studies, anyways. I feel like not the only writing, but some of the writing that I had to have my 11th graders prepare for was writing for the Regents exam, which that doesn't seem to me social at all. So it kind of stinks that, the way these students should learn to write and how people have been writing for, you know, thousands of years, they don't even really accept that on a state exam. So that's too bad. It'd be neat to see, like I guess a digitalized version of the Regents exam. Maybe students could start blogging. I don't know, probably not. We'll see. But yeah, just my thoughts on that. And then as far as literacy goes, I thought like just to have help students be able to read and like understand what they're reading. It could be anything as simple as like changing the size or like the color of the text, or something more complicated as far as like, like in-text dictionary, or, hearing the background of a word, or, the whole sentence, anything like that. So I thought that was really neat to see the different variations of that, and like how something so simple as like, changing the background could, totally alter the meaning and like help students understand what they're reading. As far as like structuring my class and using technology, I think like my classroom will have to be, like a comfortable environment. I don't want students to be afraid to, speak out, especially in social studies. We do deal with like a lot of social issues, sometimes controversial issues. So I do want them to be comfortable in my classroom, but I also want to be able to support the needs of all students. As far as technology, I don't have a classroom yet, so I can't really give any specific examples. I don't know who I'm gonna get. So, but yeah. So as far as using technology, I can't wait to use it in my classroom. Um, I also thought it was great. I might have mentioned it already, as far as having students interact with others and being able to use technology. Anything from like FaceTime or one of the several other technology examples we saw throughout the class, helping students, express themselves. So I thought that was really neat. That was probably one of the more main things that stuck out for me, was technology and helping students interact with others, whether it's like their parents, their teachers, their friends, anything. I think it's great. Also during the class, I thought it was really, I guess, nice of you that you kind of had like options for beginners as far as like, videos to watch or like things to comment on. I really appreciated that. I think it was a great way because I feel up until this class, I didn't know anything about special education or pretty much anything. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, I gotta say, one of the things I think will probably stand out the most for me was the meet so and so videos, meet Jason, etc. I just can't believe the excitement and, just the emotion in those kids' faces, being able to use different technologies and like what they can do. I really enjoy those videos. Some of them I went and like searched again on YouTube and just watched in my own spare time because I liked it that much. So yeah, I just thought it was so cool to see like real students and real examples of how they used them and their reactions to the technology. I mean, it's cool, like the readings that we had, don't get me wrong, those were interesting too, but as far as like seeing a video and like a real live student, nothing beats it. It was great. I can't wait to start having moments like that in my classroom. And then lastly, the video stations, like in classes, like using an Xbox or like any other like gaming system, and like, hooking up with like an avatar, like students being able to read or present in front of a class being an avatar. I thought that was a great idea. I mean, students already love video games, I feel, so why not include that in your classroom? It just feels like a dead giveaway. Like, obviously do it. And then just a couple like side notes, not really related to the content. Like, I did like seeing, and like reading about the different examples, but it's got to be amazing to see that in real life. I'm sure you have seen it because you've had several opportunities in classrooms. So I just think that's, one of the many reasons why people will become teachers, just to, help students and, see that aha moment, or that moment when, they've kind of overcome difficulties and now, they're succeeding. I also thought it was it would have been neat to learn about more or other types of special needs students. The one project I did was on like autism, which was by my own choice. I'm not sure if there's any classes at UB where you could just like stop and learn about the different students. If there is, please let me know. Otherwise, I think that'd be kind of a neat addition, just because I hear about lots of, autism, cerebral palsy, things like that, but, without looking it up myself, I don't know. I wouldn't have known what they are, or like what different things they consist of, and like what needs they would have. So that would be something I would have to look into for myself. And then I guess just a final note, I'll end my video on it. So now that we can see, or at least I can see as, a student working on my master's degree, all this information that is available, and, you have taught it to us. Some of it's available on the internet. Why not use it? Now that you know it, I would feel guilty not using it. Like, you have to use it. So I guess my question is, in current classrooms today, granted I am not in one, but, I don't understand why there are still teachers who aren't doing this technology, using these resources. They're available, they're out there. Do people not know about them? Are there not like financial sourcing for it? I guess that's like kind of how I'm wondering, and ending the semester for myself, just wondering like how there are still failing schools when there is such great technology out there. So yeah, I guess I'll end it with that. Thanks for a great semester. Have a good winter. See you later. Bye.